Hello everyone and welcome back. It's Isaac and Friends, and today I'm about to play Hercule Poirot. First Cases. This nice game was actually allowed us to borrow by our good friend Rollmaster, who tried to play and record this earlier with us, and things went to shite. So we're going to see if my mind's grey cells will work. But, I'm sure at this point my poor little gray my poor little gray cells have, as Hercule might say, committed less suicide. But we'll try and solve the cases anyway. So we've already played through the prologue, so we know what we're looking for now already. Lich will most likely not be joining us. He's behind me, but whether or not he decides to pipe up and speak is, well, his decision. I think he's watching YouTube in the background. Probably Markiplier, if anything else. Aha, our Belgian friend. There's one board, Hercule.
Oh, thank goodness. Officer, please, come quickly.
Careful, mademoiselle. How can I...
It has become a madhouse. Madame has been shouting and cursing all morning. I've never seen her so angry. But what great luck to happen upon you.
Please, try to remain calm. First, may I ask your name?
We don't have time for that. Please, hurry.
Mademoiselle, now we are here, I must insist on your name before I can continue any further. I am Officer Hercule Poirot.
I am Elizabeth, but it is the maidservant that we must consider. Forgive me, officer, but are you new to the area?
I stand out so obviously.
Well, I mean, you have a very deep French accent in the middle of England. 1920s England.
I mean no offence, only I have not seen you before. This is a small town, and you learn everyone's faces very quickly.
Very observant of you, mademoiselle. I was recently posted here from the city, and a good thing I'm here now. Let us get to the bottom of this madness you speak of.
Tell me, what caused you to become agitated?
There has been theft at the house.
Then I am exactly where I should be, n'est-ce pas?
Do you have a list of all the items that have been taken? Does the house have any suspicions as to whom is responsible?
Madame Van den Bosch, the lady of the house, believes Fleurette is behind it.
You
I'm
doubt
afraid I do.
Madame's theory?
I know Madame is confident of Fleurette's guilt, but she wouldn't do such a thing. Surely a burglar is responsible, as Mademoiselle believes. It is only one of Mademoiselle Angeline's most valuable bracelets, taken from her room.
Then its safe return is of the utmost importance. Merci, mademoiselle. Your assistance has been invaluable.
So. Haha! The Grey Cell map. So this has all of our evidence we have discovered so far. Including the lady we just talked to. So I'm going to zoom out here, so let's check out these footprints. Well, 2 sets lead away from the house. Only 1 muddy set returns. Rather hastily, it seems. Muddy footprints, front of the house. Alright. So we're going to gather all of our evidence. Quote on a plaque. Touching extract taken from Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, expertly carved on a plaque. Means that someone has an interest. This morning's shower must have been heavier than I thought. An intruder stepping here would surely leave evidence elsewhere. Ho ho! So we're gonna go with the muddy footprints. No.
Magnifique.
I mean, it's the same connection, but it's gonna force me to do it that way. Talk to Elizabeth. Footprints from earlier. No, can't look at that yet. So it's gonna force me to go talk to Elizabeth again before it'll let us investigate the rest of this.
Of course, officer. How can I help?
The footprints on the path are fresh today. Do you know who they belong to?
One set must be mine, leaving to find you. The other set must be Fleurette's. She was caught in the rain this morning.
Merci, mademoiselle. Your assistance has been invaluable.
So, now we must look around. An open window. An impossible climb to reach unassisted. The ledge beneath it appears rather precarious. Perilous must be. So no tampering or forced entry. A declaration of love has been carved into the bench. L loves E. Ho ho. Judging by the condition of this ladder, I wouldn't trust it with my weight. Perhaps a braver man than I perched this elsewhere against the roof. Appears to be rusted shut. And if these cobwebs are anything to go by, it hasn't been unlocked in some time. Perhaps there is another way. overgrown grass. There are no signs of trampling, but it is a shame to see a lawn unkempt.
Some would say a lucky guess. I would say a moment of genius.
Yeah. So neither of the doors.
Order and method. That is the...
What am I thinking? So, overgrown intruder didn't use the path. The overgrown grass.
I must act on thought.
What am I thinking?
I should not be surprised by my own skills of...
Yeah, there's no practical, logical way for him.
Another success.
So no skilled entrance, no forceful entrance, no unlawful entry into the house. Ha. The little grey cells, they do their work, yes?
Of course, officer. How can I help? There is, sir. Luke. But he was called away from the house on a personal matter. Rahana, our cook, accompanied him.
With no gardener present, there was no one tending the lawn this morning, but still no sign of anyone stepping across it. I see there is a little romance in this house.
Excuse me, officer?
The carving on the bench. Forgive me, I was not suggesting anything untoward.
Oh, of course not. Yes. I suppose there must be.
Would you know the identity of the mysterious L and E?
I'm afraid not. Perhaps they were old residents. A pair of star-crossed lovers, perhaps. Madame does not allow distracting staff relationships.
Love is not something that can be harnessed so easily.
That is Madame's rule. And I wouldn't want to be the one that challenges her on it.
Merci, mademoiselle.
Well, especially since Madame seems to be very
Things are beginning to become clearer.
Of course, it wouldn't allow me to do that before, but now it will let me do it. Okay, so
The pieces of the puzzle have finally come together.
So, this is not the start I was expecting. There are no signs of an intruder at all. There is something amiss. I must remain vigilant and keep my wits about me.
I have conducted my initial inspection of the house and grounds. It is now necessary for me to speak with those in the house.
Of course. Thank you, officer. I'm sure Madame Van den Bosch will be happy to hear the police are investigating.
I suspect there will be someone inside who will not be pleased to hear it. Of course, this is 1920s nobility. She's going to be like, you should just take the person I said do it and did it and be gone. I presume this is the lady of the house. She holds quite a presence, and from what Mademoiselle Elizabeth has said, she is not one to be on the wrong side of. I must talk with her before beginning my search.
Who are you? You are not the commanding officer I requested.
No, dear madame, I am Officer Hercule Poirot. I can assure you that...
This will simply not do. I sent Elizabeth to bring me a competent lawman.
And
Really?
that is what she has brought, madame. Now, I would like to continue my investigation.
I do not believe so. I know so. It was Florette, the maidservant. I knew I could not trust her.
And why is that?
Because I don't. I do not need to explain myself any further, especially to a measly officer. Don't be ridiculous. I have told you who is guilty. If there had been a break-in, surely it would be your job to stop them.
Well,
If
aren't
it
you a
was the
pleasant
case,
person?
Of course, madame. Although I cannot predict a burglar's movement.
Perhaps then you have proved me right, and you aren't the competent officer I require.
Wow. Rich 1920s person. Yay. Never have met someone so adamant that they don't require help from the police. Her accusation against the maid is rather questionable. There must be more to the story, and it is my duty to uncover it.
You understand correctly. It is my daughter's bracelet. It is a rather expensive piece.
And valuable to your daughter, no doubt. It was a gift.
Yes, it was from her late father, my husband, the Viscount, and it has not gone missing. It was stolen.
Merci, madame. You have been most helpful.
Yeah, she's not going to be very helpful. Madame Van den Bosch was so quick to accuse the maidservant Florette. I wonder if this hasty accusation hides behind a deeper reason. So, various art pieces have been packed and addressed to the auction house. I presume Madame did this. Would they be without a working telephone? Yes.
Oh.
A rather impressive portrait, I must say. The late Viscount. Someone likes books. Inside the coat pocket. Hurley playing is still an attractive item of jewelry. I wonder if it has significance. Haha, a gold band. So we'll have to talk to Miss Bender. Fortunately, so we'll have to talk to Cassandra. Bench card.
Come, my little Grace Hands.
Classic would be quote on the bench.
Is there something I...
Alright, let's go ahead and... No, wait. I know this. We did this yesterday. Strange symbol.
I cannot see the logic in this. This will not get me any closer.
Not the bench carving. Quote on the plaque? Why would Guess we'll just have to speak with Cassandra.
Really? And what is your point?
May I ask of the subject?
You may not. Honestly, your prying is getting on my last nerve. Only if you are prepared to take Florette away.
It is an offense to incarcerate someone without suitable proof of misdeeds. I must question Mademoiselle Florette to gather her version of events.
If you will not do your duty and lock her up, then I must. She shall remain there, and I, the key holder, until she is led from the room in handcuffs.
That's not how the law works.
Merci, madame. You have been most helpful.
But then again, this is 1920 England, and, you know, rich people didn't exactly care about laws back then.
Mademoiselle Elizabeth, I hope you are feeling less distressed now. I can assure you I shall find the guilty party and the bracelet.
Thank you, officer. Yes. All I want is for Florette to be heard.
Bien sûr. Rest assured she will get the fair trial she deserves. I wonder if you could help me with some questions regarding the house.
Of course. Whatever I can do to help. When I left, Madame was with Florette in there. Surely she would not have locked her in. It must have been an accident.
Madame Vandenbosch should not be deciding her fate. Would you grant me access to speak with her?
I would, sir, but I don't have the key. There is a spare somewhere, though. Oh, how awful, the thought of her locked in there.
Do you have any thoughts as to where I may find it?
I'm sorry. Madame does not trust the staff with such knowledge, even me. Although I did overhear her once say it was hidden somewhere, close to her heart. Whatever that means.
I am filled with sorrow for the young girl trapped in the lounge, but I must admit, I have missed the thrill of solving a good puzzle. Perhaps the countryside is not as tedious as it seems on the surface.
Mademoiselle. Your assistance has been invaluable.
Collection
I
of
must take a
novels.
different approach if I am to uncover the... Order and method. That...
Wait, the quote on the
What
plaque.
a revelation!
Derp. I told you the Grey Cells committed suicide long
Not
ago.
get me any clo-
Wait.
Come, my little grey cells. We... What a revelation!
But of course. Speak to
Certainly,
Elizabeth.
officer.
Now, this contains a great deal of literature. Are you really
Madame
keen?
is the one with the refined taste. Angeline and I are much more partial to a simple love story.
Aren't we all? Romeo and Juliet, the most famous of love stories.
The most
I
tragic
do
of them,
enjoy it,
too.
sir. The passion, the romance. It gives me goosebumps just thinking about it. Madame has a copy upstairs in the main hall.
Merci.
Ha
Your assist...
Right where the key is. key. There was obvious something. There has obviously been something previous hanging in this position. Was it stolen, I wonder? No. The auction crate. Auction crate, missing painting.
Things are beginning to become clearer.
Madame is selling a great deal of her collection. Perhaps there is more to this than just redecorating. Selling arrows? Indeed. Speak to
What do you
Angeline.
think you're doing in here? Who let you in?
Mademoiselle Angeline, I presume. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Officer Hercule Poirot.
An officer of the law? But what are you doing here? Don't you need to be chasing down the burglar?
Your bracelet has gone missing. It is only correct. I speak with all members of the house and investigate the scene of the crime.
Indeed.
Ah, if we must.
Merci. I will attempt to take up as little of your time as possible.
Some rat stole my bracelet this morning. Even though it's clear someone has broken in, Maman refused to listen and blamed Fleurette.
You sound very convinced it was taken by someone from outside of the house.
My window was open when I returned. How else can you explain that? It is of great value. Money was no object to father.
It was a gift from your father. I can only assume it holds great value to you also.
Of course
Indeed.
it does. What a silly thing to say. It's a good thing Maman had it insured with the others. It must have been while I was down at breakfast with Elizabeth. She was with me all morning.
Mademoiselle Elizabeth was with you until you discovered the bracelet was missing?
She
Indeed.
was. She woke me up later than usual. I washed and dressed, and we went down to the lounge for breakfast.
You have been of great help to my investigation, mademoiselle. I will do everything I can to find the culprit and return your bracelet.
So we know where Elizabeth was. We know where Mademoiselle Angelina was. Valuables are insured. Rather irresponsible and dangerous to leave it in this state, whether one is in a rush or not. The gentleman is the same one from the hallway. Judging by the cracked glass, it must have recently been dropped. So it must have been Papa.
Oh.
Interesting.
Aha.
The frame is noticeably cracked. Furthermore, the internal latch shows it has been opened from the inside, and rather forcibly, I must add. Then poker in the open window.
Some would say a lucky guess. I would say a moment of genius.
Yep, because it was used because the poker was used to force the window open. Broken glass, unprotected.
I should not be surprised by my own skills of deduction.
Oh. The valuables are insured. The pieces, they are coming together.
The longer you're here, the further the criminal goes with my bracelet. But by all means, fire away. How should I know? I returned to the room and father was face down on the floor. It must have been the burglar.
So it is your father that is the subject.
Well, I mean, come on, you did.
I remember watching him sit for it. He kept looking across and smiling at me. The artist was getting awfully angry at him. Maman never wants to talk about him. She says it's too hard, but she acts more like she doesn't even care he's gone.
I'm sure that is not the case. It must have been very hard for her, for you both.
I miss him every day. He always knew how to put a smile on my face. I remember how much fun we would have, all three of us. In the summer, father and I would play hide and seek while Maman read. She always helped me though whenever it was his turn to hide. I would stand in the gazebo, cover my eyes and count, and when I turned, he was nowhere to be seen. Maman would lower her book and flash a look towards his hiding spot. After I found him, he clapped and cheered as though I had won a gold medal.
Aww, wholesome dad
It
things.
didn't matter where I was. He could never find me. I always thought I was an expert hider, but when I think back now, I know he was letting me win. He always said my smile was prize enough for him. He always knew just what to say.
I'm sure he would want you to be smiling today, even under such circumstances.
Having heard her story, I began to see why he is so missed. It is a tragedy, the loss of the
You have
loving
been
father
of
and
great
husband.
help to my investigation, mademoiselle. I will do everything I can to find the culprit and return your bracelet.
Indeed. Right. Something that has obviously resided here for some time and recently moved.
The
Mademoiselle.
longer you're here, the further the criminal...
Besides the bracelet, have you
Is
noticed
one
anything
bracelet
else?
not
Mademoiselle?
enough?
Please, mademoiselle, I only ask that you are sure. It is
I
my
have
duty
checked
to return your
everywhere.
bracelet.
You can ask Elizabeth if you don't believe me. It is only my bracelet that is missing.
As I have stated, it is my duty to speak with every member of the house, and I would not want to have discovered a further missing piece later. You have been of great help to my investigation, mademoiselle. I will do everything I can to find the culprit and return your bracelet.
Haha. Because we are Poirot. And because it's a mystery game, yes, you want to, like, find all of this stuff. So, we're gonna talk to Elizabeth. Oh, but first, let's come over here and take a look at the jewelry box. This must be where the piece in question has disappeared from. So many beautiful pieces remain. But this is definitely Hercule Poirot, where he's actually taking his time to get all of the mystery
Certainly,
together.
officer.
Did you know anything else from
I don't recall seeing her memento tin.
Memento tin? Could this have been what usually resides on the desk?
She holds her keepsakes from her father and other gifts or tokens in it. She has such a wonderful collection. She's very lucky. She normally keeps it close, but I didn't see it this morning.
Merci, mademoiselle. Your assistance has been invaluable.
Ho ho. But the tin was missing. Interesting. Well, to further solve this, we must now go talk to Fleurette. We have all of the other pieces of the puzzle, but now we must speak to the young lady who has been kept wrongfully in prison.
Finally, it is.
What exactly do you think you are doing?
If I am to serve justice, I must be able to reach and talk with young Fleurette.
The girl is guilty and shall pay the price for her crime. I shall see to that. If you wish to listen to her feeble attempts to explain herself, so be it.
Everyone deserves to tell their side of the story, whether a feeble account or not.
The funny thing is, if this went to court with all the evidence we find in this little mystery, Madam would not be in a good light. At last I am able to speak with the accused and hear her events of some version of events. I still have a number of questions. Perhaps she may hold the answers. Right, it's gonna make me talk to her before
Mademoiselle
I can do anything.
Fleurette, I presume.
Please, officer. I did nothing wrong. You can't take me away.
Please relax, my dear. If you have done nothing wrong, you have nothing to worry about. But it is my duty to investigate all avenues. Ah bon?
Relax. So you don't think I took the bracelet?
As of
No.
this moment, I cannot say. But answering my questions honestly will certainly help your case either way.
Indeed.
I didn't even know it was missing till I got accused of taking it. Madame was so angry. She wouldn't listen to me.
There must be some reasoning behind her accusation.
She's angry,
How
she's
could I have
rich.
taken it? I've been in
Easy
town
to
most
accuse
of
the
the
poor.
morning. Rihanna the cook is away, so I had to fetch breakfast for the house and prepare it all myself. How does she expect me to do that all on my own?
From what I understand of Madame van den Bosch, she would not have been best pleased you returned late for breakfast.
Not best pleased? I thought she was going to batter me to death with a baguette. I hid in the kitchen and then tried to stay out of sight in the lounge until breakfast was over. Didn't want to put my head near her jaws while she was still hungry.
Perhaps a brave move under the circumstances. And you did not go upstairs at all.
Madame was singeing a hole in the back of my apron with her glare. I daren't have moved. I was too scared to blink the wrong way. Never mind stamping upstairs. I must just be slow, monsieur. My mother always said I moved like the snail. Maybe I was just happy to be out of the house. I had a lot
Perhaps
to
you over.
do. I lost track of time. I wanted to prove to Madame I'm not the useless waif she thinks I am.
Merci. I shall take everything you have told me into consideration.
Aww. Mind map unlocked. Now that I've finally met young Fleurette, I should be able to ascertain innocence or guilt. Crying, Fleurette claims innocent. Fleurette was dawdling. Fleurette got breakfast. Later today. E-Paget. Vintage like this would fetch a high price. I do not have to agree with the telephone companies and their charges, but ignoring the bills will not make them disappear. A poker stand without a fire poker is rather useless in my opinion. Where could it be? A straightforward poker shouldn't be too hard to find. Come, my little Gracells, let us get to the bottom of this mystery. A wrapped parcel completely sewed through. I hope it has not ruined the contents. Abandoned poker. The poker stand.
Another success. I never doubted myself.
Haha. It seems Angeline may have been the last one to use this. Poker was moved. Evangeline may have been the last to use this. Final demand. Hang on. Breakfast selection. Address label. The collection.
The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together.
Sorry, it was done.
Magnifique.
Telephone. Final demand.
What a revelation.
I'm not surprised the telephone does not work. One cannot just ignore financial responsibilities. Financial responsibilities ignored. Selling
The pieces of the
parables.
puzzle are finally coming together.
The family must be in a far worse position than I thought. I wonder if such desperation led to drastic actions. Cassandra's desperate for money. Valuables are insured.
Magnifique.
It cannot be coincidence that what is not being sold has recently been insured. Well, before we continue, I'm going to say we go talk to Elizabeth. The initials EP suggests that this is Elizabeth's. A nasty black soot smudge is apparent. Why would such a delicate item be used as a stubborn?
Anything.
Was it you who collected the
Yes.
parcel this morning?
Another thing on my to-do list. I'm afraid it's not in the same condition as when I picked it up.
At whose request?
It was a favor for Lizzie. I didn't mind having to get it.
Aww.
I shall take everything you have told me into consideration.
Haha. The graces, they work, yes? Alright, so, if I remember, we need to go back up to the second room. Because we don't want to talk to the madame just yet. So we're going to do some more stuff in the upstairs room with the daughter. And then we're going to go talk to Elizabeth. Covered in black powder, it would not be too much of an assumption to think this has come from deal with the fireplace. Come, little grey cells. It's time to think. The abandoned poker.
I must take a different approach
No.
if I am to uncover the truth.
No. The personalized handkerchief, the cleaning rag.
I should not be surprised by my own skills of deduction.
Haha. Because the reason why we're going to want to talk to the Madame here in a minute is to distract the Mademoiselle. Because we don't want to accuse anybody without getting the full story here. Because that's part of Hercule's little thing too, is that he always wants to get all of the facts.
Certainly, officer.
Can you tell me about the package in the lounge?
A package?
Oui, it is quite hard to miss.
Oh, how silly of me. I must have had my head in the clouds this morning. I'm sorry, I can't help you further. Besides the terrible rain? No. I woke, began my duties with Mademoiselle. I had already laid out a clean dress. I helped her into it, and prepared her for the day before getting started on tidying her room as neat as a pin.
And the bracelet was still there when you left the room for breakfast?
I am sure of it. I had it down before Mademoiselle Angeline.
You don't have...
Yes, officer! I misplaced it after wiping a stain from Mademoiselle Angeline's sleeve at breakfast. You are a great detective.
You are not the first to say. Had she not noticed it herself, I imagine Madame would not allow even the smallest imperfection.
It baffles me how she couldn't have. It was only luck that I spotted it before Madame, and a good thing I did.
Does Madame Van de Bosch have a habit of making such quick assumptions?
Under a great deal of strain. Can't have been easy for her to lose her husband, raising Mademoiselle alone. She can be quick to anger.
And this morning, it sounds as though it was such an occasion.
It's not the first time I have had to stand and watch such treatment. I hate to see it. As I said, Madame hasn't had the easiest time. Madame's scolding of Fleurette this morning was the worst I have seen her temper. I wish you could see that Fleurette is just trying to do her best.
Could there have been another reason for such a reaction?
Madame was not happy Fleurette was late. All through breakfast, Madame was watching her with a piercing eye. But she's still learning the way.
Merci, mademoiselle. Your assistance has been invaluable.
Ho ho. Bench carving. The golden band. Lick, lick, lick. And being shoulder licked by a cat.
I must act on thought and fact. Is there something I...
No.
I cannot see the logic in this.
Fleur has been crying. Cassandra previously
This
mistreated
will not
Fleurette.
get me any...
Fleurette was wondering, running an errand.
Things are beginning to become clearer.
Fleurette had no opportunity.
I must take a different approach if I am to... Come, my little grey
No.
cells. I must act on
No,
thought
not that
and
one. Poirot confirmed collection.
I cannot see the logic in this.
That one. Think, Isaac. Think. Use your grey cells. Oh.
Another success.
Aha!
I never.
Poirot was scapegoated. Indeed, it is a possibility. Elizabeth's warning.
Ah.
Secrets about his character. Poirot was running an errand. I feel like I'm missing something. Aha!
Huh.
Sign from Luke to whom this someone? Yee, I think I know. Letter from Luke. I love bench
Some
carving.
would say a lucky guess.
Yeah, it's private. Remember the Smith and Luke recording.
I should not be
band?
surprised by my own skills of deduction.
Ha ha. Elizabeth and Luke are patrolled.
Magnifique.
Ha ha. Mademoiselle Elizabeth was planning to elope with her beloved Luke. Well, why would she hide such a joyous occasion? I recall her saying that Madame Van den Bosch does not look fondly on staff relationships, and I cannot help but think that there is something else to this.
Certainly, officer.
You seemed rather excited earlier for
How could I not?
the mention of Roman and Julie.
I may not enjoy his other works, but how can one not be blown away by a story of two so deeply in love that they will risk everything just to be together?
Especially being able to draw similarities between Verona's star-crossed lovers to yourself and your dearest.
But
Ho
I hadn't told.
Mademoiselle, I am an officer of the law. It is my duty to uncover the truth.
Please, you cannot say anything to Madame. She is against staff relationships of any kind. In her eyes, a relationship between staff is nothing more than a distraction.
But he means so much more to you.
Oh, officer, I have found my soulmate. At first, it was nothing more than pleasantries around the grounds. But that quickly changed. I know it's not proper for a young lady to pursue a gentleman. But once I knew his feelings reciprocated my own, why shouldn't I have followed my heart?
Love
Aww.
transcends professional and societal rules.
The mere thought of him was enough to make me blush. But I knew that Madame would never give her blessing. If we wanted to continue, we would have to do so in secret. The summer evenings are just so beautiful. I often find myself walking around the grounds after my daily duties are complete. And it was one such evening that Luke was waiting for me at the gazebo. He looked ever so handsome. And the poem he had prepared, he had barely started reading and I was already a blubbering mess. Standing there beneath the warm glow of the falling sun, he asked for my hand, and I gave him my heart with no hesitation.
She said yes.
I'm sorry, officer. I've been chattering on for so long. You have much more pressing matters than to listen to me rambling aimlessly.
One should never apologize for such a charming and bewitching story of love. But you are correct. While the culprit still eludes us, my work is not yet complete.
Haha.
Merci, mademoiselle. Your assistance has been invaluable.
Indeed. Ho. It seems there's nothing to it but to speak to Mademoiselle. As we can't really get any further at this point.
Really, officer, you are... If you have something to ask, officer, I suggest...
Approach with some sensitivity. Understanding.
And this is how she repays me? I will not be... I am glad you have finally come to your senses and have seen her guilt. It is challenging at times, I will admit. But I can assure you, the I have tried my best to provide for Angeline, although sometimes she may not see it that way. She is not to know about what we have discussed.
You are accepting the hand you have been dealt and raising a fine young mademoiselle. That is all that can be asked of you.
And you have done nothing but bother my staff and my family. I cannot stand here any longer and listen to this second-rate officer speaking such drivel.
She cares for her daughter before she makes haste for the door. It is out of embarrassment, or perhaps there is something she is still hiding. Fallen suit.
Order and
Poker.
method. That is...
No, the fallen suit. Angeline removes
another success.
Ah.
But it is not a regular mantle tin.
Is there something I... The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together.
Cannot believe I allowed Mademoiselle Angelina to deceive me for so long, hiding the bracelet inside the chimney and staging a burglary, all part of her calculated, devious plan. I should bring this investigation to an end. Enough of my time has already been wasted, but I will not be satisfied until I know why. Now it is time to speak to Elizabeth. Seems someone was afraid that their mommy was going to take their bracelet and sell it because Dad was gone.
Certainly, officer.
I'm ready to address the house. I believe it is time the truth behind the
You
missing
have found
bracelet
the
has
culprit.
been revealed.
And the bracelet.
Everything will be revealed in good time. Would you be so kind as to gather everyone in the lounge?
Of course.
Haha.
Merci, Mademoiselle Elizabeth, for gathering everyone. Will Madame Van den Bosch be joining us shortly?
She stormed past me not long ago, and I've not seen her return.
Very well. Under usual circumstances, I would wait. But I think we have spent enough time on this matter, n'est-ce pas? We shall have to proceed without her. This morning started like any other. My usual ordinary patrol, until I was approached by Mademoiselle Elizabeth about a suspected burglary and a missing bracelet.
A crime I've been falsely blamed for.
That I shall come to. I began my investigation outside, but it was not long before I realized there were no signs of an intruder. So I turned my focus to those in the house. You, Florette, your time here at the house has not always been the easiest for you, shall we say.
I do what Madame tells me.
And to the highest standard, I presume.
Madame's standards are very high. I do my best.
And you would at least expect fair treatment for the work, not to be spoken to in such a cruel and vicious way.
Monsieur?
Oof.
I refer to how poorly Madame Van den Bosch treats you. You are at her beck and call, and she does nothing but belittle you.
That is Maman you're talking about. Just wait until...
It is nothing but the truth I speak, mademoiselle. All the while, mademoiselle stands by and does not even notice such cruelty. That must have angered you. Perhaps you thought it was time they deserved some retribution.
Stop trying to put words in her mouth.
I am merely giving her a voice, one that has been silenced for so long.
Maybe I do think she deserves it. She's had the world handed to her on a plate, and the likes of me get nothing.
A motive begins to rear its head.
You're just trying to get me to admit to something. Well, I've done nothing.
Allow me to finish. I am sure you will want to hear what follows. Let us return to this morning.
I was only trying to help.
as any friend would. Even knowing your late return would anger Madame Vandenbosch further. But in the matter of the missing bracelet, it gave you a rather solid alibi.
I told you I didn't do it!
There is no feasible way that you could have made it into Mademoiselle Angeline's room while she was present with Mademoiselle Elizabeth, removed the bracelet, and still completed your duties. Which takes us to Mademoiselle Elizabeth. Mademoiselle Elizabeth, you have been with the Vandenbosch family for quite some time now, correct?
That is correct.
You have grown close with both ladies of the house and your fellow members of the house staff, would you say?
Of course. And I certainly hope they feel the same. Officer, please.
Elizabeth, what is he talking about?
I am referring to the lengths Mademoiselle Elizabeth has gone to remain in your maman's employment.
It is Madame's house. She can enforce whatever rules she chooses.
Even if they are going against the very nature and cornerstone of man, to love.
I still do not understand.
Perhaps that is best for everyone. It is neither my place nor my want to make this situation any more awkward than it needs to be.
Oh, thank you.
Besides, it was not that story that cleared Mademoiselle Elizabeth's name. Rather, Florette's.
Florette's? But she was not here for most of the morning.
But when she was, more precisely while preparing the table in the lounge, she noted that, against regularity, you arrived alone for breakfast, without Mademoiselle Angeline by your side.
I'm not sure I understand what you mean.
It means that I found myself with two suspects with potential motives. But with a lack of opportunity, I was left with only one. Mademoiselle Angeline.
You can't believe I would hide my own bracelet.
It is the only explanation remains, but perhaps Florette would be more satisfied hearing the
I
truth
have
than
nothing
you.
to say.
You acted it appear. It is nothing we
How
have not
dare
all
you
done
speak
before.
to... You can't actually believe I would hide my...
If you didn't, explain to me how your memento tin with the bracelet inside came to be lodged inside the chimney of your bedroom fireplace.
You have no proof I put it there.
Besides you being the only one in the room alone, even after finding the bracelet, I still did not know why you had done it. Until I contemplated why Madame was selling so many heirlooms and art.
You had no right to snoop through our house in the first place.
When it is part of my investigation, I have every right, mademoiselle. The unpaid bills and final notice from the telephone company.
Maman can do what she wants with her art. That means nothing.
But when there was no more art to sell, what then? You could not risk her taking your father's bracelet and selling it. So, you staged a burglary pretending it had been taken, preventing her from selling it. Then you stood back as the innocent Florette paid the price.
She didn't think about me at all. She was going to take my bracelet and sell it off. It would have just ended up on some old wrinkly wrist. I didn't think Maman would blame her. I didn't think she would do anything.
But she did. And somehow that evidently didn't cross your mind. When Madame returns, you shall have it all to explain.
Maman can't know what I have done. She will be...
But Mademoiselle Florette will be proved innocent. And that is what is important. No crime has been committed, so I see no reason why this should continue any longer. It is time you considered the consequences of your actions. And now, you must face them head on.
And here we go, because she goes to get a military
Maman,
officer instead of a
You're
cop.
home.
Of course I am. And I brought someone that will bring some order to this chaos.
Major Felix Hagen. He may hold the rank of major in the British Army, but I question his authority there at all. In police matters, I am the authority. This is my investigation, and I will not have Madame dictating the
Major,
results any
I can
longer.
assure you, I have this situation under control.
From what I have heard, you are far from it.
The missing bracelet has been found, and the guilty party has been identified.
I am well aware that the maid servant was behind.
I am sure Madame van den Bosch has informed you of her suspicions, but I'm afraid it was merely speculation.
Excuse me?
After conducting a full investigation, the evidence and...
I certainly hope you are not accusing my daughter of...
I'm sorry, Maman. He's right. Florette is innocent. I just wanted to show you.
Shh, girl. I will not have you guilted in...
Officer Poirot, a word. Madame van den Bosch was forced to make her way to inform me, alone, I might add, of the
Major, with all due respect, she was impeding the investigation.
This may be how some officers act in the city, but here we show respect to our citizens. You are an officer of the law and should act as such. Insubordination like this will not be tolerated.
As the ranking officer, I have conducted my investigation.
Ranking officer? Ha! You are an auxiliary officer. You have little authority over anyone, let alone a major. You would be wise to remember who is close friends with your commanding officer. After what I have heard of your past in the city, I'm sure he would look upon today's events as another failure at the hands of Officer Poirot.
You are a turd, sir. As absurd as this may have become, I must select my battles more tactfully. I can only hope the captain at the station will see things come soon.
Now I suggest you do your duty and escort the maidservant to the station where she can be formally charged and a sufficient punishment handed out.
Right away.
Screw you, Major. This is a country of laws.
I'm sorry, mademoiselle. This is not the outcome I expected.
Maman was right. We'll always pay the price for the upper class's actions.
We will do everything we can to clear your name.
What can you do now? Madame said I'm guilty of a crime and I'll be punished. That's that.
A crime that was never committed. Once the truth is explained, this wrong shall be set right.
Angeline did not intend for you to be arrested. Surely you know her better than that.
I should have known better than to expect anything else. Justice and fairness don't reach the likes of me.
Yep, welcome to 1920s Britain.
What you saw today was not justice. In the eyes of the law, you are innocent and have been harshly treated and wrongly accused. No one will be going to jail.
But that doesn't help my employment, does it?
That I cannot save. But your freedom, I shall make sure of that.
I feel like an imposter dressed in police clothing. I was brought here today as a representative of the law, and the short of authority I had was dashed at the hands of a major. I refuse to allow justice to waver and to become nothing more than a hand for those that wish to play as it is when they choose. This is not the first time I have seen the law bent to fit one's purposes, but it will certainly be the last time I fail to stop it. Chapter 1.
Detective Poirot, I trust this finds you well. It has been many years since our paths last crossed, and while I'm sure your recollection of the events may differ from mine, I hope that receiving this letter has not rekindled a sense of animosity toward myself or the Van der Bosch name. The impression you made is something that has stayed with me since that day. It compelled me to reconsider the spoilt young lady I would have inevitably become, and helped shape me into the woman I wished to be. You made me see the childish and selfish girl in me that did not consider the consequences of her actions, or how they may affect others. Although Maman may see the events of that day differently, I believe the compassion you showed for our mate Fleurette, as well as the drive to uncover the truth and accept no alternative, was a testament to your character and professionalism. Although I wish it were under different circumstances, your assistance is once again required, and I hope you will consider this as my formal request for your service. This forthcoming weekend was due to be one full of joy and happiness at the announcement of my engagement to Gideon Demir, whom I love dearly, bringing together two illustrious families, but it has been shadowed by deceit, extortion, and blackmail. The Van der Bosch name is being held to ransom by a mysterious party, and I am afraid I do not know who I can and cannot trust. We are holding a small gathering to celebrate our exciting news with what Maman calls the dignified elite, those that are well respected and held in high regard in both our close inner circle and society. Our private matters have always remained just that, so I fear one of those invited may be the person who is out to ruin our name, but for reasons I cannot fathom. I have enclosed a first-class rail ticket for you to join us for the announcement, and having contacted your superiors and the correct authorities to request your assistance, which they were more than happy to grant me, I shall expect your arrival with great anticipation. There shall be a carriage waiting for you at the station to bring you directly to Mnemosyne House. I thank you in advance in our time of crisis. Yours respectfully, Angeline van der Bosch.
Meow. Chapter 1. A bit of an older Poirot. I finally arrived. My priority is to get out of this bitter cold I could before I freeze completely. Mew. What is it, Moon Pie? What? Meow. What instrument, tool, or weapon has been used by the culprit? Why? How? When? Where? Items? Who? Oh. No. Aww. She ties to the blackmail case? Perhaps. I have the kit. It purrs. As it moves, no. The fingers would have become even knock. Hello, Mal.
Bonjour, my name is Hercule Poirot. I am here at the invitation of Mademoiselle Angeline.
Detective Poirot. We have been expecting you. Please come in from this frightful cold.
It's a cat. Hello, cat. No.
Merci. I don't think I would have lasted much longer out here before turning into an icicle.
Welcome. I am Archibald Sterling, the head butler. Please accept my apologies. I have a rather pressing matter, but I will see that you are attended to immediately.
Do not trouble yourself on my behalf. I am sure I am more than capable of finding my room. I shall straighten myself up and be ready to join the party.
There is no rush, Detective. Dinner will not be served for some time. So please, make yourself comfortable.
Wow. Moonpie has curled himself up
Once you
around
have
my
settled
shoulders.
in, I am sure that Miss Angeline will be happy to see you. She has been eager for your arrival. She's not been herself recently. You will be staying on the first floor. I believe your room is one of the two on the west side of the house.
Merci. I am sure we shall speak again soon.
Mew. It's time to make myself comfortable. I should begin with finding my room and straightening myself before the party begins. Archibald is stressed. Staff are very busy. Archibald Sterling.
Aha.
Tonight's arrivals have written a small signed message. The male guests are based in the East Wing.
Bonjour. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Detective Hercule Poirot.
Detective? I hope you're not here for me.
Not that I am aware of. Should I be?
Ha! Not often you meet a detective with a sense of humor. I'm Zakaria Demir, but you can call me Zach.
Judging by the smell of alcohol, I would say has already begun the celebrations already and is likely to be this friendly with anyone.
If I had seen them, maybe I would have. It is meant to be their celebration, but they're always off, dealing with something or other.
Something or other? A rather vague expression.
Let's just say they like to keep their cards close to their chest. For such a well-known family, I'm surprised they can keep anything hidden.
Would you care to elaborate on what Mademoiselle may be hiding?
I'd rather not. You're the detective, isn't that your job?
Très bien, Monsieur Demir.
Perhaps I should keep my occupation and reason for being here to myself, for now at least. I fear I may derail my
You'll be lucky.
introductions.
I've been waiting for a refill for ages. I came out here to find someone myself.
I see. The preparations for this evening's dinner must have taken precedence.
Probably. Meow! Hi, Moonpie.
I've seen that butler running around like a madman, but there is
Meow.
still no party to speak of. It's pretty clear they need to hire a few more hands.
I shall take up no more of your time. À bientôt. Oh. Oh.
Must be rather delicate.
Aha. Huh.
I shall save myself the embarrassment. Very few working
Come, my
staff.
little Grace
No.
Alice. We must... I must take a different approach if I am...
Archibald is stressed. Archibald is doing too much.
Order and method.
Archibald is stressed.
Things are
Big
beginning
working
to
staff, yes. Total lack of staff.
I must act on
No.
thought and fact.
porcelain door. Locked
Some
dining
would
room.
say a lucky guess.
Yes.
I would say a moment of genius.
There must be the rooms for tonight's events. They must be locked for a good reason. Rooms for tonight's events.
This will not get me any closer to...
Staff are very busy.
What a revelation!
Indeed. I doubt Madame's standards have dropped. The staff must be working hard to finish preparations. Staff too busy to assist.
Oh,
Group of saints. A beautiful composed painting of 7 saints. Madame has quite an eye for striking artwork. Hi, Puss. Kitty, 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 kitty. Meow. I like it. Perfume bottle. A selection of perfumes, compliments of the family. Seems rather fitting for a female occupant. Did they leave me some cologne as well?
aha.
Fireplace. A roaring fire. I could stand and gaze into the flames for hours. Window. The fallen snow has laid a beautiful wild white blanket over the countryside that surrounds the house. Now, changing screen. Understandable to hide a woman's modesty while she's changing. Talk to Angelina about that once we get the chance. Understandable to hide a woman's modesty while changing perfume bottles.
Is there something?
No. There's a connection here.
I cannot see the logic in this.
No. Right.
I must take a different approach if I am...
No.
Magnifique.
Aha! Saying in a very feminine perhaps there has been some confusion. Room prepared for a female guest. Welcome book.
Come, my little Grace Alice. I cannot see the logic in this.
No. East wing.
Is there something I am...
Hmm.
Order and method.
Wonder.
Some would say a lucky guess.
Could have sworn I already did it. Appears he has sent me to the wrong room. Tag, but it must belong to one of the guests. Yeah.
Huh.
Sadly, it has been damaged.
Ah.
So we can't go into either of those rooms. Hi, kitty. The cuddliest of cats.
You must be Detective Poirot. Welcome. Allow me to introduce myself. Gideon Demir.
The fiancé to Mademoiselle Angeline. The pleasure is all mine.
Angeline spoke so highly of you. It sounds as though you are the man that can sort this terrible mess out.
I am,
Indeed.
monsieur. You have my word.
She tries her best to keep everyone else happy, but I can see it is taking its toll.
Quite understandable. She is feeling the burden of the family that is not hers to carry.
Angeline has spoken with her mother. She has asked if there is anything that could be used against her, but she was just so dismissive.
Meow. I'm sorry, kitty. Watch out, kitty. Meow. Hang on, we have a cat dysfunction.
On the matter?
I got you, kitty. Meow. Mwah. Meow, I know. You were so comfortable up there, and then I leaned forward. Meow. Alright, there you go, bud. There you go.
I do not want to overstep my position, but if there is something that could damage not only the Vandenbosch name, but our future, Angeline deserves to know.
That is a very diplomatic answer.
You have met Madame. You know it is best to not get on her wrong side.
I have, and Monsieur Gideon is wise to select his battles carefully where Madame is concerned.
Mostly friends of the family. A couple of business associates of mine. Quite a mix from all walks of life.
With regards to the blackmailing, can they be trusted, or should they be considered suspects?
Angeline is struggling to trust anyone right now. But Madame van den Bosch, as it is her house, thought it was best for us to have them all present.
And they will all be staying in the house?
Yes, it is a rather full house. All 6 guests will be staying on this floor. The family resides on the 2nd floor. As does Felix.
I will be sure to speak with them all. However, I will keep my identity and purpose for being here hidden, at least until I have made my initial introductions.
I'm afraid that ship may have already sailed. Once the Comtesse gets wind of something, a detective coming to the house, for example, you can bet everyone will know.
Oh!
You are very observant, detective. You would be wise to keep that perceptive nature while you're here.
I'm sure you are correct. But I'd like to return to your feelings towards the Major.
He has been a good friend to Madame van den Bosch over the years. But that does not make him a good man, or suitable to involve himself in family affairs.
I'm sure Gideon has not said anything negative against the Major. But it's as though he is questionable of the Major's intentions in the house.
I shall leave you to prepare for tonight's celebrations.
Well, Mademoiselle Angeline is here. The sooner I learn more about this black, the quicker she can return to celebrating her happy news. I am also eager to hear about Mademoiselle Elizabeth and what became of young Florette. Mind ever since our first meeting, I am most interested to see what has changed since then.
Detective, it looks as though I might be out here all weekend. What can I do for you?
Would it not be easier to just find the staff yourself instead of waiting for their return?
I shouldn't have to go around chasing them.
Perhaps the party preparation is more of a priority.
It's not my fault they aren't ready. Why don't I wait here while you check in the butler's pantry in the east corridor? I think I saw a maid go in there earlier.
I shall take up no more of your time. À bientôt.
Talk to Angeline.
Mademoiselle Angeline, it is a pleasure to see you again.
Detective, how wonderful you are here. Your travel was not too arduous, I hope?
Watching from my carriage window, I saw the beautiful countryside and rolling hills. It was anything but taxing.
I'm truly thankful you could make it here at such late notice.
No thanks are required, mademoiselle. When one is requested personally, there is nothing more important.
Yes, Maman has quite a collection, although they are not all to my taste. Most, in fact.
The painting of the saints, in particular, it is quite exquisite. Is it connected to the house in some way?
The one in the hall? If you look above your bedroom door, you will see one of their names. I believe they were originally carved to watch over the occupants.
Seems the staff have been almost run off their feet today. Is it always like this?
I only wanted a small dinner to celebrate our engagement, but Maman was adamant on throwing this party. It may have been her idea, but it's the staff that have made it happen. Their efforts do not go unnoticed, from me at least. They have been with us for so long. I do my best to make sure they are happy and content.
Mademoiselle has made a remarkable transformation from self-spoiled brat to gracious young woman I see before me. Although I must solve this case alone, Mademoiselle's insight may be a great assistance. Tell me what became of the young...
I'm afraid I just don't know.
She was quite adamant at the police station that she would not be returning to the house, but I assumed she would at least collect her belongings.
Maman demanded that Elizabeth pack up everything she had and dispose of it.
As if the poor girl had already not lost
But
enough.
I couldn't let that happen. Elizabeth and I took her belongings, what little there was of them, to a friend of hers in the town that Elizabeth knew of. But not even she had heard from her.
Who is aware of the blackmail letters and
Only
their content?
Maman, Elizabeth, my beloved Gideon, and you, of course.
And what is your fiancé's opinion of the letters?
He thinks me foolish for paying the first one if there is no secret to reveal. But
But you believe there may be a secret lurking, one that Maman is herself keeping hidden.
she tells me nothing. Even though I'm a grown woman on the verge of marriage, she still treats me like the child I once was.
Perhaps it is out of love that she protects you. It is in every mother's nature to protect their young from hurt.
The relationship between Madame and Mademoiselle is obviously far from perfect. She would treasure the time she had with Mademoiselle Angeline before she was wed and has flown the nest. Do
Not
you have
a
any
single
suspicions?
person. I don't know anyone that would stoop so low.
The guests that will be joining us tonight, they are ones you can trust?
I hope so, Detective. Before the letters arrived, I would not have thought twice about it.
They are all close friends of yours, I assume.
Friends and colleagues. Gideon has spoken positively about them. It would be a rather underhanded tactic to do such a thing to someone you are doing business with.
Indeed, but not unheard of. Mademoiselle seems too naive to the nature of business. It can be ruthless and unapologetic. Perhaps I should not overlook them as suspects as quickly as Mademoiselle has.
I wanted to contact her, but I had no address or telephone number.
Surely Madame must have had some information when she employed her.
You saw how Mama was. As soon as Fleurette was out of sight of the house, it was as though she had never been there at all. Elizabeth was most upset at the news Fleurette would not be returning.
And your
Well,
mama's
of course
choice
not.
to ignore her accountability for the girl stopped you searching.
Please, Detective, you cannot make me feel any worse than I already do. If I could go back and live that day again, you must believe me, I would never have done it.
Mademoiselle Angeline has finally accepted her responsibility and is remorseful for her actions that day and the consequences that followed. I am pleased to see a maturity in her, but that does not help young Fleurette,
Merci,
wherever she may be.
I shall find you if there is anything further I need.
Staying on the first floor.
I must act on thought and fact. This will not get me any closer. I must act on thought and fact.
Damn it. Really? These two?
Another success. I never doubted myself. Order and method. That is the...
Saints and saints assigned to rooms.
The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together. I must take a different approach if I am to things are beginning to become clear.
Aha! Secret may not be the only one in the house is hiding. House holds many secrets. Elizabeth was upset. Florette was dismissed. Florette's whereabouts unknown. Angeline is mindful of staff. Angeline tried to contact Florette. Angeline has matured. Ha-ha! Why would the family want to keep a price tag on the vase? Painting? Doesn't appear to be related to the family. Madame Elizabeth!
Ah, Mademoiselle Elizabeth. What a pleasure to see you again.
Detective Poirot, I'm so glad you could make it.
Unfortunately, it is not purely for pleasure that I am here. Mademoiselle Angeline requires my attention professionally.
Yes, Angeline has told me. I'm glad she called upon you, Detective. I've been rather worried about her.
I will do everything I can to find the blackmailer and bring them to justice.
I have every faith in you.
I hope I am not interrupting you.
We're all very busy, as I'm sure you can imagine. After I'm done, I can come to your room and help you with any further questions. No one escorted you? I'm so sorry. Everyone is just so frantic at the moment. Madame has requested all staff prepare for this evening.
And you have been tasked with jobs in the pantry. Surely your talents could be used elsewhere.
I do as Madame asks. Well, as Archie asks.
Monsieur Sterling? Yes, I met him when I arrived. A charming gentleman. He did give me some rather vague instructions to find my room, though.
I can only apologise on his behalf. He would be mortified. I'm afraid I cannot be of much more help, but I believe you are located next to Mr. De Silva. By all means, the house is yours to explore.
I suppose not. I should not take Monsieur Sterling's lack of directions personally, considering the amount of work that he has in the house.
Yes, I'm afraid it may be all for show, though. She has not been herself, and it is not only I that have noticed.
Madame van den Bosch. Surely it must have had some effect on her.
Madame has carried on as though nothing has happened. She has never been one to show emotion, and she doesn't seem to notice how it has affected Angeline. The staff, on the other hand. Angeline means no harm, but there have been some instances recently where she has acted rather sharply with them.
I hope not too sharply. A house of two Madame van den Bosches would surely be too much for anyone.
No! Ouch! Ouch, Poirot!
Ah yes, guests are requested to sign the book when arriving. I believe it gives details to the guests.
It stated the male guests are to be staying in the East Wing.
Yes, Madame does not believe in male and female guests residing beside one another. Oh, yes, well, I'm afraid it is far from a happy ending. Luke is sadly no longer with us.
Oh, mademoiselle, I was not aware.
It's fine, Detective, honestly. I'm sorry, but I really must finish this.
Bien sûr, mademoiselle.
For a man that has a mind so brilliant and astute, I have made an easy job of embarrassing myself. Let this be a reminder to use one's grey cells before speaking.
Mademoiselle.
Pleasure is mine, Detective.
Aww. Does not seem to be anything of interest in here. Pots and pans. The cook has obviously used them for quite some time, judging by their condition. Luke passed away. Oh no! So our budding love story ends with the guy dying. That sucks. Aww.
Before you leave, Detective, I have something for you beside the furnace here from Angeline. She wanted me to give it to you on your arrival.
Merci, mademoiselle. Oh.
We'll be receiving a second with another 5,000 francs to the cobblers, this time addressed to Monsieur Fontaine by close on Friday. Things are involved, and I hope it will not come to that.
I should not be surprised by my own skills of deduction.
The same style of pen that wrote the letters is present in the house. Letters possibly written in the house.
Of course, Detective. What is it? I would not say it in front of the Major, but it is rather hideous. It was a gift from him to Madame from his time overseas. I don't think it even has the capability of writing.
A pen that does not write is like a fish that cannot swim.
As Angeline describes it, a useless ornament. It's the thought that counts, I suppose.
Merci.
Pleasure is mine, Detective.
Ornamental. Elizabeth claims the quill pen is an ornament and is not used as one would assume. Oh, I doubt that. I doubt that very much. Most deeds.
Oh.
Left here and not hanging on the wall. We've unraveled quite a bit so far. Alright, though I think this is a good stopping point for now, as we are about 2 hours into this. I hope you guys enjoyed this game so far. I certainly will be returning back to it, as, well, we're trying to kind of finish this up, because I was going to do House of Ashes fully before this, but considering that House of Ashes was like 2 hours in the first chapter, I might as well go ahead and take care of this a little bit so I can get my buddy his game back. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. See you next time, my friends. Stay safe. And if you haven't already before, like, subscribe, and comment down below. It helps the channel and helps us in the algorithm. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time.